Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, let's talk about the Tesla Model Y performance. I know a lot of you out there are waiting just as patiently as we are, but I'm going to give you my prediction on the interest rates that I feel is going to be happening with the Tesla Model Y performance and give you a very quick three solutions on how, if it happens, what can we do as a backup plan to get favorable financing rates for the Tesla Model Y performance. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And today's live stream is partnered and sponsored by Joa, where you can get Tesla accessories for your Tesla vehicle because your Tesla is not coming with it. And I'm talking phone mounts for full self-driving, center console, and much more. But we'll talk about that more in just a little bit. And hit that like button if you love low monthly payments, favorable interest rates, and of course the Tesla Model Y performance. And so you might be waiting right now for the Model Y performance just like we are, because we're still like a month out before the Model Y performance actually starts to get deliveries. I know a lot of you might have ordered by September 30th, but here's what I think is going to happen with the Tesla Model Y performance, the MYP. The one thing for sure is that we are not, I don't think we're going to get favorable interest rates for the Model Y performance at all. I think they're going to keep it at 5.14%. They're definitely not going to give a subsidized rate, at least not initially, of 3.99%. It didn't happen with the Model 3 performance, and so I do not expect it to happen with the Model Y. I think we're going to get 5.14% at least for the first couple weeks of deliveries. If anything, we could be waiting late November, early December. And I bet if there is going to be any sort of favorable interest rate, like a 3.99% offer, that might take a little bit longer into maybe even late December or even Q1 of next year. That's at least my prediction. So if that's correct, here's what we can actually do if you're looking to save on some interest rates for financing your Tesla Model Y, especially if it's going to be at 5.14%. The biggest thing is just use a credit union. We've talked about this extensively on the channel in years past because it used to be the hack. Tesla didn't necessarily have favorable interest rates like they do now, whereas credit unions did. And so Navy Federal is as low as 3.89%. PenFed is as low as 4.19%. And Labor Credit Union, which our Model X is actually financed through, is 4.79%. Now you notice a lot of these are all under the 5.14% that is happening. If you're getting a Model Y long range all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive at 3.99, that's pretty much your best offer at the moment, unless you're looking to actually no, because even the Model Y long range premium has it all the way up to 72 months. It used to be 60 months, and so that's where I could maybe see that it could potentially be better. But all these credit unions, here's PenFed right here, 4.19 for 36 months, way up to 4.79 for 72 months. We've got Navy Federal. They do have 3.89% posted here, but that's only through, that is through here for 36 months, all the way up to 4.59 for 72 months, which is still much better than the 5.14% that is out there. And Labor Credit Union, which is one of our favorites, is as low as 4.79%, which is much better than the 5.15%. PenFed and Labor are both very easy to join. Anybody can join, but Navy Fed is a little bit more strict, and so you do have to have some sort of affiliation, or someone in your household has to have affiliation to be able to sign up and everything. And so then the process is pretty simple after that. It's just paying with cash essentially, because the credit union will then send a check to Tesla or send it to you, and then you bring it to your delivery appointment, and then they release the vehicle to you and everything. And so let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. I know that's a little bit of a workaround here, a little bit of a hack, especially if Tesla, I think, is going to be 5.14% for the Model Y performance, but I guess we'll see in the near future. And the one thing's for sure, if you're looking to be purchasing a Tesla, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get up to $1,000 off of of your Tesla vehicle. And if you missed out on the $7,500 federal tax credit, here is my contact form on my Linktree link down below in the description, so you can try and get in contact with me as well, so I can point you in the right direction for Model Y for the $7,500. Or if there's anybody out there that wants half off of full self-driving before your delivery, you can also send me a message form down below on my Linktree. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Yesterday, we talked about how the police Cybertrucks were unveiled, and now we got photos, videos, and everything. And really cool to see all these different Cybertrucks that are completely outfitted by Upfit with also Unplugged Performance. We can see all the crazy pictures. And the funny thing is, we're going to be in Vegas next week for SEMA with 3W all-weather floor mats. And so hopefully we get to see one of these out there in the wild and everything. And what's really crazy is like this picture is pretty wild with like the drones. It almost looks surreal, like that's like a life-size plane, but of course that's just a drone just being positioned perfectly so that it looks like the future for sure at the end of the day. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Now that you've bought your Tesla or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks to everyone. Art, thanks for coming in. Richard, great to see you. And Rick, thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. Richard, missed the $7,500 on the Model Y Performance. Any advice on how to get it this deal now? Yeah, send me a message on my link tree down below in the description, the last box right here, so you can submit an inquiry to me. Rick, with the Fed Reserve lowering interest rates, competing offers should trend better. Yeah, I would think so too, but usually like they get ahead of this, and so that's probably why they extended the Model Y offer all the way up to 72 months, because it was 60 months because they knew that the Fed was going to lower interest rates. But we haven't seen like the full impact of the Fed lowering interest rates for the Tesla financing, and so hopefully we should see that soon, but I guess we'll just need to wait and see. In this next topic, Tesla has released a new video of their Model Y Performance. Speaking of Model Y Performance, and it's a really cool one. It's a short 3-minute video speaking about the engineering and design of it. Here's some stills from the video, which, I mean, this was like a tease early on with the Model Y Performance, but let's take a look at it and listen for ourselves on what actually happens.
The Model
here.
Y Performance. Model Y Performance is really a vehicle that's designed for the person who really cares about their activity, really pays attention to the training, the equipment, the pieces that go into their adventure, their activity, the thing that they're really passionate about. The Model Y Performance is better than it's ever been in terms of its performance specs. We go 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds, 0 to 100 in 3.5 seconds. With the new cells and all of the efficiency improvements, we've also increased range up to 306 miles on the EPA cycle or 580 kilometers on the WLTP.
The aerodynamic platform
It's
of
306.
the new Model Y
I think it's that much
Performance
more
has
than the
been
last one.
vastly improved compared to the previous product. You look at the vehicle, you will notice how we have now a longer front splitter and rear diffuser together with a reduced ride height and an extended rear spoiler.
Massive spoiler.
At the front of the vehicle, we retained the confident cross-car lamp that we have on premium Model Y. Working down from there, we reprofiled the front fascia with a longer front splitter that improves downforce and high-speed stability.
Tires for me are one of the most engineered part of the vehicle. This tire comes with a lot of lateral grip and a lot of longitudinal grip that give you those great acceleration numbers and deceleration numbers.
Is it a tire that they
In the
developed?
Iraqi wheels, we have these new aero covers. These also work with our aero team very well, massively reducing aerodynamic drag compared to the previous performance.
So when the air comes around through the front, through the vent, it comes over the wheel and it hits these wheel caps, and you get a much tighter flow across the side of the vehicle that keeps it really slick in that straight line when you're talking about range.
And so overall, you
What
get
about
a
turns?
package which is going to give you at least the same comfort of the premium product, but as well can transform into that high-performing, fun-to-drive vehicle whenever you want.
Inside new Model Y Performance, the seat has a very sporty, contoured upper portion that helps with lateral support whilst driving spiritedly, but also is extremely comfortable. On the lower, we have an all-new powered
excited for
bolster
this.
that can extend to support the thigh.
We're really emphasizing the sporty character through key CMF materials like the carbon fiber, the micro suede, the badging, and the aluminum features.
When you put all that together, you end up with a car that is super performant for its class, but we've also thrown in some engineering changes to the suspension and the aerodynamics that allow us to soften up the rear end and give an overall better riding experience, in addition to the performance that we got from all of the powertrain improvements.
The design evokes an expression of sportiness, but also has the utility that we've come to know in every Model Y. So you can take your gear to your adventure in style, arrive in style, and have had an amazing journey along the way.
I'm super curious on how sporty it's going to feel with like the comfort of this new Model Y suspension, and to see like how well is it going to ride, especially on like the track. Especially on like the track, or also like when your daily commute or anything like that. But super excited. Of course, like we still don't know like the exact delivery dates, and of course this is going to be like a late November or maybe even early December type of time frame. But the one thing is for sure, the one tip here is right when Tesla opens up the pre-delivery task for your Model Y Performance, make sure you fill that out ASAP, because they do prioritize people that have filled that out completely versus someone that has only done like maybe just the deposit or just the first name, last name, whichever. So if you're looking to get your Model Y Performance ASAP, once we get the notification that the pre-delivery tasks have opened up, like I'm going to check mine right now because I haven't checked ours in a few days now, and it still says November, and you know, November's in like 2 days now. And so we'll actually wait and see. And I forgot to mention, if you're looking to get the full list of all the different credit unions that are out there that have lower interest rates than what Tesla has, you can find that full list in our Patreon group down below in the description, and where you get a full list of the credit unions and everything. And you get access to my DMs as well, where I answer every single DM in the Patreon group down below in the description. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. What else we got? SF City Boy, glad to see you streaming at a later time. I get off work at 5 p.m. Been looking forward to discussing the Model Y Performance. You've been making great content for years. No, thank you, SF City Boy. And yeah, today was a little bit late because I had to go to dinner, but we got back and now we're streaming. But should I stream at a later time? David, I placed an order for a Model Y rear-wheel drive on September 30th, and it just arrived at the delivery center today. I spoke with the service team, and they were able to move my delivery date to next Thursday. Do you think it's worth waiting in case Tesla release better interest rates lower than 3.99, or would you recommend taking delivery now? And so I think I'm going to hold on my predictions until we get into November, but I feel like one of my predictions is that prices will increase, but then we'll get a favorable interest rate. And so I think that's what's going to happen with the flip-flop there. I don't think they're going to keep prices the same and lower interest rates. But you never know. I mean, they've done 1.99 before in the past, but of course, back then there was a 7,500 federal tax credit and all these other different things as well. And David, if you're interested in full self-driving for half off, you can send me a message on my link tree down below in the description. Only works with pre-delivery. You can fill out my contact form and I'll get in touch with you and point you in the right direction and everything. Just a viewer asking for a friend, Tesla cancels his order on September 30th for unknown reason. He missed the EV credit. Is there any way to use someone else's order? Can you please help him if possible? Just a viewer, I would probably ask him to ask Tesla to reopen that order. I want to say someone came in someone came in with that exact situation. They asked Tesla to reopen it, and they opened it and everything was the same. And I think they took delivery as well. And so I would probably try that route first. And if not, then maybe send a message to me on my link tree. All right, Model Y Performance with smaller 19-inch wheels will ride just as good as a standard Model Y. Yeah, but I don't know if the 19-inch wheels will clear the big brake kit or the brake kit on the Model Y Performance. I know people have done like the 20-inch wheels in the past. I personally have done the 20-inch wheels on the older Model Y Performance, but I'm not sure it actually would. But well, I guess we'll have to wait and see when it actually rolls out. Vikram, what do you think about Lucid? Lucid Gravity is great. I drove one like a couple months ago, and I think it is fantastic in terms of ride quality and everything. In this next topic, the $25,000 Tesla is dead, and maybe the Cybercab has killed it. And now we're seeing Cybercabs with steering wheels. So is this Tesla's next vehicle that's going to be in the $25,000 range? Now the Tesla app posted this. Did Wall Street kill Tesla's $25,000 vehicle by wanting cheaper vehicles sooner and did not want Tesla to invest in new manufacturing lines? They posted this op basically about how the $25,000 Tesla might be a mirage and how they might be not becoming, and it might be actually be the Cybercab. Or was the $25,000 Tesla the Cybercab all along this whole time? We've got Cybercabs now spotting up with a steering wheel. I mean, they posted about Tesla will put on a steering wheel and pedals in the Cybercab if that's what regulators required, according to Tesla's chair Robin Denholm. Quote, if we have to have a steering wheel, it can have a steering wheel and pedals. And then literally right after she said that, we've got a spotting here of Cybercabs being spotted, tested on public roads for the first time. And this was not in Texas. This was in California, about 10 miles from Tesla's engineering. And so this is going to be pretty interesting to see, like, is this Tesla's next vehicle? And would you pay $25,000 for a two-door Tesla that was shaped like a Cybercab, maybe even in gold as well? But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But the one thing is for sure, if you're about to buy a Tesla, don't forget it does not come with this. And that's going to be a set of all-weather floor mats. Our favorite set is 3W all-weather floor mats, especially because when you use promo code Dennis35, you get 35% off. So if you're looking for a great floor mat, has fantastic fitment and lifetime warranty, definitely check it out. Link down below in the description, and using our links do support the channel. So thank you to everybody that has done that in the past and in the future. And we'll also be at SEMA with 3W all-weather floor mats at their booth. So if you're there next week, come say hi and check out our red Model Y in person so you can see it for yourself and everything. Jordan, just wondering, will hardware for cars get into the robo-taxi fleet? It's a good question. No idea. And I mean, I don't really like to talk about like predictions like that. And I think it's a wait and see when it actually comes out. I mean, one thing I think is that they're going to charge more for robo-taxi package. Our Model Y Performance are exactly the same as standard Model Y, only painted red calipers, will clear 19-inch wheels or even the 18 wheels that Up offers now. That's a good point. I forgot about that. There's 18-inch wheels that fit. So of course the 19 inches are going to fit. I mean, I'm definitely going to be swapping out to maybe even like a smaller wheel because I like the Model Y Performance wheels, but you know, at the same time, I don't like staggered fitment. I'd rather have like something that I can rotate. But I guess I'm curious, like everybody out there that has like a Model Y Performance on order, do you plan to swap out your wheels, or are you going to keep the performance ones, the OEM ones that Tesla has? Richard, do you think Model Y L will drop in the US? Yes, but not anytime soon. I don't think it's going to be in Q4 type of thing. In this next topic, Lucid is going to unveil a $50,000 Model Y killer. Let's take a look at what was posted here and what's on the pipeline for Lucid. Inside EVs posted this: Lucid's new Tesla Model Y Fighter. Here's our best look yet. And I don't know if they actually posted pictures here, but they probably talked about what Lucid's calling it, Project Midsize. That starts with a mysterious model that says will cost under $50,000 and is currently referred to as Project Midsize. Now we've got the closest look at Lucid's midsize project, this time from Lucid itself. Did we get some? Oh, I guess this is like the photo that they sent of this like weird looking thing that basically looks like a Model Y at this point. But midsize EV is clearly a crossover like the Gravity SUV. It looks relatively low slung in proportion. The roofline looks coupe-like, which what seems to be a really high mounted rear window, akin to this car's likely rival, the Tesla Model Y. And I guess if it's going to be that price, really, I mean, now Tesla is pushing on this full self-driving thing. Companies have to react by also getting on with the autonomy type of vehicles as well, or else maybe there's not going to be a benefit to driving electric vehicles besides like, because I feel like the saving money aspect is not necessarily there anymore. It's really the autonomy that has been pushing more with it. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. I do like Lucid, and I do like the design of like the Gravity and how it feels and everything. And of course, the Gravity is now being used as like a Uber fleet. So I'd love to try one of these as well. This is supposed to be in like the San Francisco Bay Area. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Money, thanks for coming in. Keeping it OEM. Yeah, it seems like that's the sentiment. If I feel like if I did a poll out there, it's going to be a majority of people keeping the OEM wheels because it's just easier. It looks great, and it's just easier as well for Model Y performance. My friend went to Tesla to request a reopen order, but no luck. Oh, interesting. I guess they're being pretty strict on that. That's unfortunate. Jackson, do you think they're ever going to do a zero down lease special again? They did that, middle of this year? I mean, I don't see why not. They are pushing like a zero down special in terms of at least what's posted on the website. They'll say things like, yeah, let me just show you. You can see here that it says like, or lease for zero down, or available for $3,000 down at $449, or $543 down with zero down. So they're mentioning it. I don't know if they're pushing it, but maybe we'll see some sort of special where they go back to it. But it costs them more to do that, so I don't see why they would go back to that. MD, would you say this current lease deal on the Model Y Jumper is a good deal? $449 for 36 months, $3K down. Says it's only available till 11/4. Yeah, I would say that it's not the best that we've seen. It's also not the worst that we've seen. I think it's like mid, but if you're someone that prioritizes low payments and you don't care about what's going to happen in 3 years, like if you don't care about the full ownership, like your plan is to basically buy it, drive it, and then give it back and basically lose as much money as possible, then yes, leasing is fine. But if you're someone that wants to keep it for a little bit longer and you want to do what's probably more financially, so I guess you have to really compare the numbers. Leasing is great for people that you always want the latest and greatest and you're going to sell it anyway. You're going to lose the least amount of money by leasing. If you're someone that keeps cars 5, 6, 7, 10 years, then financing at low interest rates is going to be better. But if you buy it and then you're going to look at to sell it like 4 years in, you might have been better just leasing it at the end of the day. Rick, if you were to guess, how quickly do you think the unboxing method of manufacture will come to other models in Cybercab? One would think that this may allow them to lower prices. I mean, the one thing for sure, Rick, is I feel like Tesla is constantly looking to lower prices and lower production or cost of goods. And so, yeah, maybe it's gonna be in the next few years where they'll be able to do that with other models as well. Art, I'd love to see Lucid with licensing agreement for full self-driving from Tesla. Best tech luxury with best self-driving tech. You know what? That could be a very interesting one. But I mean, as much as they've taken to get full self-driving spot on for their vehicles, and they still haven't done it with like the Cybertruck. So I feel like it's going to take a lot more effort to do that with like more models that are out there. MD, do you think they will have better deals toward the end of the year on buying financing the Juniper? I think it's going to get changed a ton. Like we're going to see prices increase. We're going to see things get added on to the models like full self-driving, free supercharging. And then I think we're also going to see favorable interest rates, but I think it's all going to be tied together with a price increase as well because they have to fund it in some sort of way. Texas, the stereo on the Cybertruck is awesome. Has Tesla upgraded Model S and X to the similar stereo systems? Yeah, I think it's also done as well. I think it's all pretty good at the end of the day. But thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.